Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for your Moon Astrology Tarot for this moon in Scorpio, November 11th through the 13th. And of course, I have the new moon, sun and rising sign video that'll be linked below with all of the details and the information. And I talked about it in the Moon in Libra video, the previous Moon Astrology Tarot video, but I'm going to talk about it again. It's all about your nervous system, your being able to regulate your systems because of the fact that we have Mars involved, we have Uranus involved. Mars is the planet of war, it's headstrong, and Uranus is disruptive. And a lot of us don't like disruption, right? A lot of us are very resistant to disruption and transformation. But I feel like as we move into the Scorpio new moon, I mean, it'll be a darkening moon and then a new moon on the 13th. I feel like because we have this kind of energy, Scorpio is transformative. But like I just said, a lot of people don't like to change. They don't like to transform. If you've met any Scorpios, you know they got to be walloped over the head before they get the message from the universe that they got to change something, right? It's pretty typical. We're pretty stubborn assholes over here. But if you know anybody in your life who life is disruptive right now, or life is changing on a dime right now, they're probably not okay. They're probably very kind of upset. They're not wanting the changes, and all of that. But Scorpio is piggybacking off of the eclipses, and really inviting us, or demanding, or in some cases forcing us to make changes and transform. And so with that, we have the Emperor in reverse. This is Commander Riker. The Emperor in reverse, not as strong. We're not as strong right now. It's in reverse. We also could face some emotional manipulation. Funny that this is right after we did the King of Starships in reverse for the Libra moon. So a lot of potential for emotional manipulation, a lot of potential if you're not holding up your armor, holding up your shields of protection, of being, emotionally taken over. Right? Because something can look good on paper, or something can be, in a pretty package, and you open it up and it's coal, or it's poop, or, whatever. Or it's a box of rocks, and or you meet that perfect guy, perfect gal, and you get into it and you're like, oh shit, this is not what I thought it was going to be. And so it's really important to be on our guard and be flexible, be adaptive, there we go, that's the word, during this time. And because of the planets that we have really heavily influencing this new moon, there could be a lot of unexpected things, not only in our personal lives, but of course globally. And so I know I talked about it in previous videos, and we'll keep talking about it, but knowing how to calm and regulate your body systems, whether it's your physical body, your nervous system, your emotions, all of these things, working with a support person, a coach, a mentor, a spiritual guide, a spiritual, teacher, or whatever, even, booking a session with me, links for that are below. You can work with me to, I can support you through the ever-changing times that we're in. And if you're feeling a little off of your game, picking yourself up and knowing that being emotionally, mentally, physically nervous, strong, I don't know if that's a term, but being able to uphold this armor, your coat of arms, your coat of support, your cloak of, maybe your cloak of invisibility, so that you can avoid all of the things, it is very important right now, because a lot of things are preying on our emotions. And I can say this again, I'll say this now, but I might say it again during the holiday season. But the one thing I notice is that especially as we get into the holidays, people tend to prey on our heartstrings, because we're already in an emotional state, heartwarming state, and we want to, give and be generous and all of the things. And maybe just be aware of what places, organizations that you contribute to. Is that money going to what you think it's going to? Anywho, I'm going to jump off that before I get too deep into it. But my point is that there's a lot of things right now that are preying, preying, preying on our emotions, preying on our emotional reactivity. And when we are emotionally reactive, it's challenging to make good, solid decisions. And so I always, when I'm working with clients, I always say, like, don't make decisions when you're emotional. Wait till you clear all the, process all the emotions, or as much of it as you can, so that you can be in a steady headspace to make a solid decision. So that's what I have for this moon in Scorpio. And I have a cute little office assistant today making some noise, jingling in the background. And so thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye for now.